is working for you. The response after we start asking questions about a damaged road in East San Diego.
Still holding on to rain chances for parts of our county as we still have a flood alert in effect. Details coming up.
A Coronado Middle School student is dead after a social media video circulated online. Hear what his parents now want from the district.
A San Diego police officer announces she's suing the department over gender discrimination and failing to protect her from harassment.
ADU developers booked their convention here in San Diego, and that's when protesters showed up.
A helpful Honda surprise to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. I'll introduce you to the Poway community member honored today.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
Tonight, after our questions about a damaged road, the city of San Diego is promising fast repairs. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Deep ruts are lining the lane leading to the Sycamore landfill on Mass Boulevard near State Route 52, leaving a safety risk for drivers and trucks using it daily. CBS 8's Abby Black has been working for you all day.
She joins us now live with the city's quick response after we demanded answers. Abby.
Carlo and Marcella, the area in question is right behind me. It's the eastbound left turn lane on Mass Boulevard that feeds into the Republic Services Sycamore landfill. Now, CBS 8 is working for you. We are getting answers. The city is taking notice, and now they're committing to repairs. Working for you, CBS 8 gets immediate results. From our drone, you can see city crews surveying this damaged road. Crews that showed up within 24 hours of our inquiry. Watch as this semi's tires disappear below street level as it hits these massive ruts on Mass Boulevard's eastbound left turn into Republic Services Sycamore landfill. So we got behind the wheel to see what it's like to drive it. Okay, so we're heading east on Mass towards the lane that's of concern. We mounted cameras to show what drivers experience. Oh yeah, you can really see where this indentation is. The road looks like wet mud. Tire tracks from heavy trucks have literally pushed the pavement down. You can see the tire marks from the weight of these trucks that have pushed the road down and compromised it. I've researched this, and this is called rutting, caused by heavy truck traffic sitting at this stoplight daily. Each truck creates permanent depressions made worse by heat. I called the landfill, and the person who answered the phone said that, yeah, they're aware of it. It happens often. But which city? From our drone, you can see West Hills Parkway is the borderline between San Diego and Santee, making it unclear whose responsibility it was to fix. Working for you, we tracked down the answer, confirming it's San Diego's jurisdiction. When I first reached out, a city spokesperson told me that they were aware of the situation, but no date had been set for repairs. An hour later, they sent me this updated statement, writing, in response to your inquiry, city staff reevaluated the location this afternoon, and we determined that it needs resurfacing. We're prioritizing this location for repairs and expect the work to be completed within 90 days. The city did not say what type of repair method that they'll be using, but I was looking into this, and there's a few ways that they can do this. They can actually cut out that damaged area and then fill that section with an overlay of new asphalt, or they can grind down the ruts and then fill it.
Thanks, Abby. With heavy trucks using that road every day, how long will these repairs actually last?
Well, Marcella, it really depends on what kind of method that they use. If they do some minor patching, that could last a few months. But if they want to cut out this whole area and repair that damaged section, it could last for years. But something that we really need to keep in mind that with this inland heat and the amount of heavy truck traffic that is on this road every day, they'll continue to be compromised and will need continued maintenance. Marcella?
All right. Thanks for getting on that, Abby. Appreciate the update. Remember, if there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
All right, most of the rain over San Diego County is gone right now, but there's still some out there.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis joins us now with what you need to know. Carlene, is still very muggy today.
Yes, it is still very muggy. That muggy feeling is going to stick around, but our rain chances have dried up. But when we take a look at particular areas, we've been seeing a lot of alerts going out for the desert, and that's because of flash flooding. So life-threatening flooding, that is the hazard when it comes to flash flood warning, and that is exactly what we're seeing right now with that warning. So it's being detected by the radar near Borrego Springs. So you're talking about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall falling within a short period of time. We have seen a continuation with this flash flood warning, and so that's going to keep going until about 6:30 for tonight. So the desert has been seeing a lot of that moisture throughout the day with flood advisories as well that were near Ocotillo Wells, and then also talking about the mountains. So that's where the focus has been for the more active weather for today. We had dry conditions west of the mountains once we got into the afternoon hours. With flood watch will continue for the mountains as well as for the desert. And even though we are looking at maybe an isolated shower or two, that could also prompt some concerns later on tonight because it's already so saturated there in the desert. But we are looking at drier conditions at least until the start of the weekend. And then we got to gear up for more rain chances. So we'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Back to you, Marcella.
Thanks, Carlene. As always, you can find an extended weather forecast on CBS 8 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Right now, there are still several delays at the San Diego International Airport because of an hours-long ground stop last night. A small private plane's nose gear collapsed on the runway while trying to take off, halting all takeoffs and landings for hours. Flight operations are back up and running today, but anyone flying out of the airport or picking someone up is still urged to double-check their flight status before getting there. The family of a 13-year-old Coronado boy who died by suicide said today they are suing the Coronado Unified School District.
The family says the district did not do enough to protect him from relentless bullying, which they believe contributed to his death. CBS 8's Alex Cheney is live in Coronado with more. Alex?
Marcella, it was an emotional morning as the family of Gabriel Palacios talked about the pain of losing their son. Now they're seeking damages from the school and changes to policies so that no student is ever bullied again.
I had the honor and privilege of being Gabriel's mom.
Gabriel Palacios' family stood in front of the Coronado Unified School District today, announcing a lawsuit they say is about accountability and prevention.
My son Gabriel was a beautiful, smart, fun, and above all, kind and loving.
Gabriel, who is neurodivergent and lived with Tourette's and ADHD, faced taunts and bullying at school that his family says escalated after a personal video of him was shared among classmates. His mother says she watched the change in him as the harassment intensified.
It took a lot to bring my son down. I watched my son's spirit extinguish, his confidence shatter, and his dignity get stolen.
In April, Gabriel died by suicide. His family believes school officials dismissed their concerns and failed to take sufficient action, and they want to ensure no other family endures the same loss.
Dismissed and deemed irrelevant by the middle school authorities. Finally, I watched my son die. Gabriel did not deserve this. No one deserves this, and it needs to be stopped.
The Coronado Unified School District issued a statement saying, the Coronado Unified School District is aware of the legal matter currently pending. However, as a matter of policy, the district does not comment on ongoing or pending litigation. We remain committed to transparency and will provide updates as appropriate once the legal process has concluded.
Gabriel Palacios.
The family's attorney says their goal is not just damages, but lasting change.
They want to make sure that this school district changes its ways. They want to make sure that other kids are protected from bullying. They want to make sure that Gabriel's legacy is that kids are safer in school.
And the family's attorney went on to say he thinks this is going to take about 1.5 years to actually get to trial. Now, if you or anyone you know is struggling, you can call 988 or the Suicide Prevention Hotline for free and confidential help. Reporting live in Coronado, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Thank you, Alex. A San Diego police officer is suing the department, claiming it failed to protect her from gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and a hostile work environment.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal talked with that officer and her attorney outside SDPD headquarters today.
Well, I should first point out that a lot of this appears to stem from a divorce that Officer Stephanie Cockrell was going through with her now former husband, who happens to also be a San Diego police officer. Now, things got really ugly between them, and the fallout eventually led to rumors of a sexual relationship with Police Chief Scott Wall, and she says the rumors are completely false.
If the department can't protect its own officers from harassment and discrimination, how can we trust it to protect us?
Officer Stephanie Cockrell is a 13-year veteran of the San Diego Police Department. With her attorney by her side today, she announced she's suing it.
Becoming a police officer is the only thing I ever wanted to do. And I met my husband and we fell in love. I discovered the affair and I tried to save my marriage. I wasn't some crazy woman. I was at home with a newborn baby and he was cheating on me with someone 10 years younger. And all I wanted to do was save my family.
In June of 2021, her now ex-husband, who was also a San Diego police officer, filed for divorce. According to court paperwork, he accused Cockrell of spying on him, putting cameras in his home without his knowledge, installing tracking devices on his vehicle, and harassing his new girlfriend. Cockrell's attorney says in 2022 there was an internal investigation, and former police chief David Nislight recommended Cockrell be fired. However, when Police Chief Scott Wall took over last year, he overturned it, saying there wasn't enough evidence to support her termination.
She became the target of sexist and degrading rumors that she had an affair with Chief Wall, that she traded sex for leniency, though the claims were found to be unsubstantiated because there was no affair. The damage to her reputation was and continues to be devastating to this day.
All I want to do is get back to work and be a good mom, and that is trying to be taken away from me by my ex-husband and by the police department. And I fought alone and I kept my head down and I was hoping this would go away, but it just keeps getting worse. And it just won't stop, and it just needed to stop.
Now, Cockrell's attorney today would not say whether an investigation into Chief Wall earlier this year was connected to this case. SDPD, the city, have not said what that investigation was about. SDPD also would not comment on Cockrell's harassment case. A spokesperson says they cannot comment on pending litigation. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Do we want? Stop the raid. And when do we want it? Now.
A coalition of civil rights activists, along with some local politicians, came together in downtown San Diego today to protest what they call misplaced government spending priorities. Organizers say they want tax dollars redirected from military, immigration enforcement, and surveillance programs to schools and other community services. The protest comes as immigration policy remains a contentious national issue. Tonight, we're learning the murder trial for the husband of missing Chula Vista woman Maya Miliete has been delayed again.
Trial for Larry Miliete was set to begin next January, 5 years after Maya was last seen alive. But it will now take place in early March of next year. Attorneys said this is expected to be the final postponement of the trial, which is expected to last around 3 months. No reasoning was given for today's delay. Attorneys are set to meet again next month to iron out final details regarding questionnaires for prospective jurors. Larry is accused of murdering Maya, although her body has never been found. He faces up to 25 years to life in prison if convicted of murder and a felony count of owning an assault weapon.
Governor Gavin Newsom is pre-deploying crews across the state.
We'll tell you why still ahead, plus the safety concerns and growing frustrations over so-called palm tree tourists.
And later, the pushback a group of ADU developers were met with in America's finest city.